welcome back to the mouse hole with me on Any Mouse. You join me after a marathon session today of creating a database of all of these systems which have faction hangars. We're on the last two, and I thought I'd share some of the things I've learned with you as we get ready to finish. There are a total, unless there are multiples in the last two systems, there are a total of 58 faction hangars in 55 systems around this universe, and they so far have an average of about 4 or so possible modules that you can swap out in each of them. It ranges from 3 to 5. I haven't seen lower than 3 so far. Most are 4 or 5. There are not too many 3s. So here's the faction in this system we've just jumped into. We jumped into Xeon, and the faction here is the Balam faction hangar. There's only the one. I'm going to scan the system. I haven't actually found anything scanning any of these systems. I'm a little rank 2 explorer, and you'll see up here I get 19% echoes every time. That may be because I haven't got the faction, the rank 3 yet. So, just going to make a note that this is the Balam hangar, and we will head off there and see what they have for sale. Apart from this particular module, trading terminal, all of the faction hangars I have seen have exactly the same layout, exactly the same things available in each of the hangars, with the exception of one, which I believe is probably a mistake. Maybe have a look at that in a second, but let's just get landed here first. Try and see if I can do this without making a blouse of it. No, it's not a great landing, but I'm tired. I've been at this all day today. One thing that's been really noticeable actually is that I have had, touch wood, very few crashes since I started saving every time I take off. You'll see me do that in just a second. So here we have 5 possible perks at this station. So I'm going to go to my spreadsheet and add these now. We have the stabilizer, the squad boost, engine burst, multi-missile, and signal disturber. Save that. We'll go to my, oops, I didn't take my screenshot. Just in case I got any of this wrong, I have been taking a screenshot of each one so that I don't have to visit them all again. Might be sensible, might be stupid. We shall see. So we are in the system Xeon, and the faction hangar is Balam. And off we go to the very last one. It's been quite a day of investigating. I guess I've now been round just about the whole universe in this game. So the last system is Zonaxa, which is system K12. If you want to see these systems the easy way whilst we're in the map here, which we get to with hitting the M key, M for Mike, is if we go up here and hit that cross there, it will zoom us out to where we only have all of the systems that have the alphanumeric names. And we can, so long as we don't click on one of those, we can turn around and see the rest of them. These are all the systems I have been to today. There's my F6 to save this progress, and this has been a real revelation for me, because before I did this I had so many game crashes, maybe 7 or 8, and since I've been saving every single time I take off so far, I have not had a single crash, and that has been for the last 30 systems, so I think that's pretty impressive, and it suggests to me that one of the causes of these crashes is perhaps something to do with the cache that's getting flushed when we actually save the game. Perhaps. I'm not a techie, so that may be complete nonsense, of course.
Please approach the jump point.
And I'm going to show you how I get through a jump gate here. I tend to go down to the level of the jump gate early, then come up a level, and if you head in just about the level of these two dark grey blobs right and left, you should be just about aligned with the window. And so long as your momentum is straight ahead, you can just zip through there.
Destination reached.
And we've gotten to the wrong system. How did I manage that? Because I put the wrong name on my spreadsheet. So we'll just double check. This is system Zone Axar we want. And it's system K1, not K12, as I suggested. There we go, just to show you that I make these mistakes all the time. What we'll have to do now is go back around the gate again.
To the jump point to start jump process.
You go back to the other side of the gate. And you'll get to see me line up for the gate again. And hopefully not screw it up. So we're going to come in again, down to the level of the gate first. Then we're going to head more or less straight at it. We're going a little bit funny here, so we're a bit below the gate this time. Come up a little bit, and yeah, there is our gate, a little bit higher than we were. But as long as our momentum is not to one side or up and down, then we're going to be fine to get through. Here we are, finally, in system K1 as an Axar, and we have just the one faction hangar, which is the beer faction. So let's pop that into our database. And scan the system. I'll be very surprised if we find anything other than what's already here. Once again, 19% echoes. Nothing to find. And we are off to our last faction hangar. I made a point of emptying my hold before I did this so that no one would have reasons to attack me. I'm glad I did, because it's taken long enough already. It's now 7 PM and I've been at this since about 9 this morning, so it's been a long day.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking request granted. In order to use station services, please drop to the port reserved for you in the next minute.
See if we get a nice landing at the last one. Well, scraped it a little bit, but you know what? I don't mind a few scrapes on the paint after a day like today. So here we are, the standard layout of one of these faction hangars, and let's have a look at the modules. Once again, we have 5. Take my screenshot, and we have holographic mirror, drone booster, engine burst, stabilizer, come on spreadsheet, and finally the cargo keeper. We're going to save that. We're going to save our screenshot. Zonaxar. And it is the Bea faction. And whilst we're saving that, I will perhaps... yeah, I'm going to show you the Allura system. And this is what I found when I got to the Allura system. It was actually an outpost. Even though it says it's the Faction Hangar, so I'll be letting the dev know about this because I think this is a bug. So, back to the game, and we're done. We have now been to all 55 of these systems. As far as I've seen, although I haven't been looking too hard, all of the systems offer the usual 9 upgrades, and you get then between 3 and 5 of these possible swap out perks for the original perks you get when you buy your ship. These are the perks that, if we go to the console here, these perks here. So this first one we can't do anything about. We can swap out these other two, these two here. So when you're buying your ship, you really want to make sure that the first perk that's there is one that you want. I didn't really, because this is something I don't use, so I may actually replace this ship before too long with one that has what I want as the first perk. Everything else is pretty much as I want it. But let us pop over to the spreadsheet